Hey there, my name is Marilyn Abramson, and along with my partner, Doreen Bridgman, I am a brain health coach at BrainThrive. Welcome to our channel. And today I've got a simple, quick, and very effective memory strategy to talk to you about. And I call this strategy simply say it and make it so. Now, we all have routine things that we do every day, and you might notice that sometimes with these routine things, you may forget whether or not you've actually done it. So for me, I remember this happening a lot when I was leaving for work in the morning and I would drive to the corner. And then when I got to the stop sign, wondering whether or not I actually closed my garage door. So I'd have to back up the block, peek up the driveway, and confirm that the door was closed. Now, I did this for years, and I'm embarrassed to say, but and this is interesting, not once did I ever find the garage door open when I got there. So let's talk about what's happening here. When you do a task that's considered routine, meaning it's something that has to be done every day on a schedule, you don't have to think about it when you do it. You don't have to be mindful, and that's the key. Because of that, your brain may not even register that you do it. And this is true for every task like this, the routine things. So for example, have you ever wondered if you lock the door before you go to bed? Have you ever tried to remember, did I take my medications? Because you do it every day, so it's hard to remember. So let me give you a simple but very effective memory technique that's going to be a game changer for you. And that simple technique involves just saying it out loud as you complete the task. Now, it sounds super simple and too good to be true, right? But let's think about this. Why do saying these things out loud, well, how does that help you remember? The reason is because it taps into multiple aspects of your memory system. When you say something out loud, you verbalize it. You're engaging your auditory memory, which means you can hear it. It's a very powerful tool for retention, but it also combines visual memory, meaning what you see, because you're going to see yourself doing it as you say it, and kinesthetic memory, which is your brain's ability to recall movements and sensations. So you can imagine yourself actually doing the thing and what does it feel like, and imagining the movements of going through it. So all of this makes the information more accessible and easy to remember. So now let's talk about how you can do it and make it work for you. So let me give you just a couple of scenarios. So imagine right now you're taking your daily pills. It's so easy to forget because you do the same thing every day at the same time. It's always the same. And when you do something over and over again for months or even years, eventually there's no thought that has to go into it anymore. It just becomes automatic. You may not even think about it as you're doing it. But by saying it out loud, I took my medication, you're not only verbalizing the task, but you're also creating a mental image of yourself doing it. And this engages your brain on all of these different levels, and it makes it more likely that you're going to remember that you took your pills that day. Let's talk about another task, like what I was talking about before, closing the garage door before you leave the house. How many times do you get to the corner and say, did I close it? But by simply saying, as you're doing it, I'm closing the garage door, as you're pressing the button on the remote, then you're reinforcing the action and creating a memorable moment. If you do this, then you're less likely going to have to make a U-turn when you get to the stop sign. And now this goes for any routine task, remembering if you've locked the doors at night before you go to bed, or feeling confident that you turned off the stove after dinner, or even knowing if you've turned off the lights before you go to bed. And one more point I want to make, and you'll hear me say this a lot, but this is a memory strategy. And the main purpose of any memory strategy, doesn't matter what it is that whichever one you choose for any given task, what it does is it forces you to pay attention to what you're doing. And of course, this strategy is no different. It basically forces you to focus on what you're doing when you're doing it. And that's the problem with the routine tasks is we don't think about it. It's completely mindless. Lack of focus and attention is really the most common reason for forgetting anything, routine or not. So that's it. Say it and make it so. It is a simple yet incredibly effective memory strategy that can make a huge difference in your daily life. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more memory boosting tips, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And Doreen and I would love to read your thoughts about this video in the comments below. So let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, keep those memories sharp, and remember, your voice can be your best ally in the battle against forgetfulness. See you in the next video.